Oh, hi. Welcome to Femix Art. Hi, welcome to Femix Art. I'm Sophia and I like to make art. A little bit about myself. I am 24 and this past May I graduated with my bachelor's in English. My concentration was professional writing and I minored in environmental science. And like many recent college graduates, I am working a job full time that has absolutely nothing to do with my degree, so that is super fun. But yeah, I've just been feeling a little bit like directionless, and like I'm not really working towards anything, so naturally I needed something to focus on, something to feel like I was actually like working on something. So I decided I'm gonna start a YouTube channel because what else would I do? um, yeah, and I've just been doing a lot of art lately. I think it really helps to create things when you're not feeling your best. Instead of like doom scrolling on your phone, which I know I'm also guilty of doing. But I think focusing a lot on my art has already helped a little bit because even though I'm not really like doing anything crazy, just at the end, being able to have something that you can say you made and have something to show for your work is, I don't know, I think it's really rewarding. So, about my art, I mostly do fiber art, as you can see by some of these projects back here. This was my first knit top that I ever made. I just learned to knit recently. Um, so I actually started as a crocheter. I started crocheting when I was about 12, but I didn't really get like serious about doing projects or finishing projects probably till like 4 years ago, like when I was like 20. And I did some markets, and my most recent one was this past March. I don't do them all the time because they are a lot of stress and a lot of work. Um, but yeah, I do enjoy doing those. But anyways, I do a lot of fiber art. I like to crochet. I like to knit. Now that I know how to do that, I tried to learn how to knit so many times, and finally I got it figured out. So I like to knit. I also like to sew. I do have a sewing machine, but I also enjoy sewing by hand. Um, and then also, obviously, I majored in English. I love to write. Um, I did do professional writing for school, but I really enjoy creative writing. I've had some poetry published, stuff like that. So that's pretty cool, I think. um, yeah, so I'll talk about that from time to time too. I haven't been doing as much writing recently as I would like to. I just haven't really been feeling super inspired in that particular genre of my art, but I want to get back into that. I've been doing journaling a lot though. I try to journal every day. Um, I think that helps too with like clearing up some of like the confusion and overwhelm that can like be happening in your brain when you don't really know what you're doing with your life, which I feel like a lot of people my age can probably relate to. Um, so I just want to talk a little bit about why I decided that this was what I was going to work on for now and why I thought this would be a good idea. Um, so I kind of have always wanted to start a YouTube channel, and I feel like now is like a good time. I don't know. I don't really feel worried about like people watching, like people I know watching and being like, why is she doing that? That's so weird. Like, I don't really feel like I have that fear anymore. It's just like, it's okay if they don't like it or if they think it's dumb that I'm doing that. Um, I think like sharing my art makes me happy, and I care about that more than what other people I know are gonna like say. So I think that's why now is kind of like a good time. I think, I wanted to do it in high school, but I was like really paranoid that people were gonna like talk bad about me or like think I was stupid or doing something weird. Um, I also, it's fun to share my art. I like sharing it with people, but I also think it's a good way to build community, with other people who like to do similar things. Or even if you like to work with a different medium, if this isn't like your jam, but you still like to see people make stuff, I think that's cool too. So, sharing my art, building community. I also think right now things are kind of scary in the United States and like the world in general, but I live in the US, so that's kind of the space I am in at the moment. So I think it's really important right now to have a sense of community and to be putting out art and creating in a time like this. I think art can be a form of resistance. You are making things, you are saying, like, I am here, I am capable of like creating something out of nothing or out of like parts. Um, also learning skills like mending, crocheting, knitting, sewing, all of those things, those are practical skills as well as creative skills. And, if you want to start making your own clothes, like that's a great way to rely less on fast fashion. You can make all sorts of things. I really want to try making a quilt. I haven't done that yet, and I that's really high up on my to-do list. Um, I also really like making gifts as or making pieces of art as presents. I think that is really meaningful and very personal. Um, yeah, I don't know. That wasn't like a super elegant explanation, but I hope you understand at least like kind of what I'm saying. Um, but yeah, so the plan for now, I think, is to upload on Tuesdays, because then I can film on the weekends, edit on Sunday and Monday night, and then have it ready for you on Tuesday. I do work a full time job. I do work 40 hours a week. So, don't maybe don't expect the most like streamlined and perfect and edited content. Also, this is like, I'm very new to this. So, I'm literally filming on my iPhone right now. So, be nice, please. But, anyways, thanks for watching. I promise my upcoming videos will be more exciting than me talking in my office. Um, but if you'd like to follow along and watch me make art, just be here for the journey. Please subscribe. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.